Okay, so the last head that we are going to draw, I'm going to give you a tutorial on, is a little more difficult, but the character is so cool. And really, I think when you ink this character, ink the head, and you play around with texture, it really helps shape the character's head. And this is going to be Darth Vader. Okay, so this is a little bit trickier. I think it's a lot harder than some of the other drawings we just did. So the first thing we're going to start with is that round shape, that round head shape, okay? Very tall. So then we're going to do the construction lines. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to extend this. So we're going to place 3 triangles down here. 1, but they're all like connected. So 1 triangle here, 1 triangle here. So this goes out. Notice it goes beyond the head shape. So you see these 3 triangles? Right here, that's the bottom, okay? Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little oval shape, a tunnel, an upside down U shape, and then we're gonna make two very, like right here, very large eyes, like this. Connected to that oval shape. This is what you have so far. It looks like a boat, and these are like propellers. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make the eyebrows almost like a giant bird, like this. Okay. And then this can go straight up, that's fine. And then this. Now you're gonna make what looks like wings. It's gonna extend out beyond here. So you're gonna start here, follow that shape. Like that. Almost like a big McDonald's arch. A big McDonald's M. Like that. Now you're going to make these points connect to the head. And then this is going to come inside, almost like a cape. You have a cape here. Now you're going to make a line here and a line here. So now you have 3 lines like this, and then we're gonna trace this wing shape out like this and come to a point. Okay. And then we're gonna bring out the neck right here. Okay, so that's sort of like the basic idea, the basic shape of a Darth Vader head. The next thing we're gonna do is add these little details, okay? So we have lines here, like this, and then these circles, like that. And then another line down here. So you're basically making this triangle by giving it some thickness. And then underneath here, you're going to make a upside down triangle like this. We're going to go ahead and make a few lines in here because this is his breathing apparatus. And then we're going to make lines going this way, like that. Now inside, we're gonna make this here. This is like sort of the ridge of the nose, the bridge. And then we're gonna trace this like that, sort of outline it. Okay, now what we're gonna do is fill all this in with black. Even some of these pieces you see in here. But what we're gonna do is make these things that we call highlights. So they just look like really thin, thin ovals. You're gonna make some there. You're gonna make one here. We're gonna ink pretty much everything. These little X's here means we're gonna fill all this in with black. And then what we're gonna do is leave very thin lines that help us form the shape. You're gonna outline everything, and then wherever there's a little black here, you're gonna fill that in. So outline, okay, and then fill this in with black. And then trace this. Now, I wrote an X here, so what that means is we're gonna fill this in also, but we're gonna leave some white space. This too. We're going to fill that in with black. Now I left a little white space here, and that's okay because, you know, his helmet is very shiny. And we're going to trace this, and then we're going to trace this, and then remember those highlights, right? So we're going to ink those, outline those, and then fill the rest in around it. Then move the paper. Okay. Ink this also. And then you can make a little upside down U in that space. If you were just to color the whole thing black, you wouldn't see all these cool lines you made. So this is a Darth Vader. is a little more tricky. It takes some getting used to in terms of drawing him. But really the drawing comes alive when you use an ink brush and fill in some of these lines. But again, just practice laying down these basic shapes. You know that he has a very open helmet with these wings. You know he has a triangle here in the middle as a breathing apparatus, and then the big eyes, and then this here. If you can get these things down, you pretty much get the shape of Darth Vader. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this drawing tutorials. I hope you apply these to your everyday drawing, really incorporate shapes. And thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in.